Here, which means many kids are out of the classroom and at home for a few months. And while they may be on break, keeping kids socialized is crucial for their development.
Big time. So our 9 News parenting expert and therapist, Dr. Sheryl Zielgler, joins us to share how important this is and some ways to keep your kids active without breaking the bank. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
This is so interesting because kids have really learned this social skill while they've been in school, but now they're going to be out for a few months. How important is it for them to keep that skill going?
It's critical, and especially since the pandemic. I mean, depending on the age that your kid was during these lockdowns, we are seeing all of these learning gaps. We're also seeing social emotional gaps. So it's really important that your kid doesn't stay home playing video games. And I mean, I'm all for unstructured, if you've got a neighborhood they can run out, that's great. But there's actually so many fabulous community resources that are either, fairly affordable or even free. And you want to go to places like the library. They've got wonderful programs. The library is so much more than just books anymore. Now, if you go in, they've got tutoring, they've got video kind of classes. It's just amazing. And then the rec centers. It is amazing what they have at these rec centers. I mean, there's everything from ballet to esports. They have full day camps. They have geocaching, adventure. They've got all of these things. And again, they're pretty affordable. And then sometimes I've even seen where it says like, you could apply for a scholarship or something like that. So even if it seems affordable, but it's still not for somebody else, they could maybe apply there. So just really wanting parents to know that there are resources in our community that are probably pretty doable for a lot of families, and I think could make a really big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. How much time is really needed for socialization, and is there a nice balance between being active and having that downtime?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So depending on the age and the temperament of the child, right? There isn't a for sure one answer, but you want kids socializing. If you think about a school day, in the school day, probably if they're there for 7 hours, they're socializing for maybe an hour to an hour and a half of that day.
Well, if they were me, they were socializing far more than that. Maybe they were learning.
Like time to actually socialize or someone's not gonna yell at them. So it doesn't have to be all day. One of the things that I love and I've been hearing more about are not just moms, there's moms and moms groups, and then there's dads who are doing some play groups. And so if you've got kids, even it could be 3 people, 4 people, have a time where maybe the adults are socializing and you're just at the playground, you're at the public parks. You're going places that, again, don't cost a lot of money, nothing fancy, but the kids are gonna have a blast and you're gonna have a good time connecting and maybe talking about these kinds of things. What are you doing this summer? What baseball league are you on? Having those kind of conversations creates community as well.
I think also being social during the summer, like we're talking about play dates with my son, if you get them interactive with the kids that are gonna be in their class next year, especially my son going into kindergarten, that could be so beneficial for the transition back to school too.
Absolutely.
A game changer, yes. And if you don't know, like right now, if someone's listening and they're like, well, I don't know yet, where they're assigned, you will probably find that out in August. And so if you know now, great. If you find out in August, at least one of those is such a game changer. We'll probably talk about it in August when they walk in and they just see that one little friend that waves and waves back. It's like, okay, I can do this.
But even outside the classroom, then maybe they're on the same soccer team, or it just helps in a lot of different ways. Really quickly, cost-effective things to keep your kids socialized.
Yeah, absolutely. So everything, again, from look at your community rec centers, look at your libraries. Some people have their churches. Look to your community neighborhood as well. Sometimes there's fairs, there's free concerts. High schools sometimes will do like football camps, cheer camps, things like that. Absolutely. The high schools definitely do that. Sometimes those kids even have to get service hours. Sometimes they're volunteering. And there's even the notion of volunteering.
Yes.
Right? Teaching kids to volunteer, again, at a certain age is a great way to spend really quality time with your kid, but also getting them out and socializing with both adults and other kids and maybe bigger kids than them too.
And proof that it doesn't have to break the bank, because a lot of those are very affordable, especially the rec centers. We had to do a lot of those over the summer because the notion of giving kids the summer off but not parents, I don't understand where that even came into play.
I don't know either.
But some really great ideas.
Yeah, I agree. I want to celebrate too.
I want summer off.
Dr. Ziegler, thank you very much.